Oh, there were a lot of girls. I mean, there were tons of girls. girls in Chicago, Milwaukee, Omaha.
Tell us, Dad, what is this about Mama? Oh my God.
Hamilton, Ohio.
I never knew.
I love them. I don't
Is
think
there
they,
something
I
we
don't
need
think
to know
they
about?
love me.
Too much information.
We have a whole other wing of the
That was
family.
worth the time. What did I have to lose? You know?
And Dad, the number of these girls has increased as the years have gone by. Like the size of the fish.
I mean, it was wonderful. But when all was said and done, and I came back to Southern California, and Lowell Evans, my roommate from Miami in Ohio, and he and I roomed together for 8 months, and I tell you, that was an education. You couldn't believe this fellow. He broke every regulation the United States Navy ever had, and if he could get away with it. Anyway, he called me and he said, I have my cousin, and I'd like to have you meet her in Manhattan Beach. And so I thought, well, this is just another blind date that Lowell has arranged for me, and he'd arranged several. And you know, the most beautiful one was the girl from Cincinnati. Her name was Peaches. Now, Peaches showed up.
Yeah, she sounds like a
Was she
stripper.
a stripper?
Peaches showed up, and this is World War II, and there's no gasoline to run automobiles. You have gas cards in those days. And so Peaches showed up with a car. I don't know, it wasn't much of a car, but it had 4 wheels and it ran. And so she showed up from Cincinnati, and she said, he looked at her, and Lowell had some gas cards from his father who delivered gas to farmers. So he had a few extra left over, and he sent them to Lowell. So we got the gas cards, and she's got the car. So Peaches showed up, and she says, well, she says, Peaches, this is your can. And she said, have a good time tonight. So anyway, Peaches showed up. At any rate, with all of, I thought, well, when he was going to introduce me to Betty, I thought, oh, this is another Peaches. So I didn't even get dressed up. I had an old leather jacket which had seen the better days, and an old sports shirt and some jeans, and that's the way I showed up. That was my introduction to Betty. Well, I realized when I first met her that this is a little different. And so, you know what happened, one thing led to another, and we became engaged, and we had a wonderful engagement area where we went out to dinner in Hollywood and Beverly Hills and on the weekends, and so she finally agreed to marry me, and that was a big statement on her part. And then we went on our honeymoon, and that's something else. You can't believe this.
Then there was Robin.
I will tell you only one story about this honeymoon, which will give you all a little interest. We were staying at a very expensive place called Lattin's Motel on the south shore of Lake Tahoe. And I thought, well, I might as well blow the Duke tonight, so I arranged for us to go to the Calneva Lodge Lodge on the north shore of Lake Tahoe. Cal Neva split the border between California and Nevada right through the heart of this lodge. And so we got to the Cal Neva Lodge, and I thought, well, I might as well show Betty what I got, what she's married. So I walked up to the dice table and I put $1 in those days. That's all I had. It was $1 bill down on, and I got the dice and I threw that, and I threw what is called craps. That's a 1 and a 1, or a 2 and a 1, or a 6 and a 5. Those are craps. They are a sucker's bet. Don't ever bet on this. It's terrible. It's 30 to 1 odds. Guy down there at the end of the table put $1 on that 30 to 1 bet. I got the dice and I'm throwing it out on this crap table, and what do you know? I crapped out. So now I lost my $1. He has won $30 for his $1 bet. So he's now got $30. So I picked up the dice, I put my $1 back, betting on myself, and I rolled the dice, and I rolled the dice, and it came up, would you believe it? Craps.
Oh my gosh.
This guy had kept all of his money. After all, he's only got $1 invested. He kept it on there, so he's now got 30 times 30, which is $900.
Wow.
So he's now got $900 in his pocket. So I thought, well, I'm a big-time operator, so I put my third $1 down on it, and I'm shaking the dice, and I roll the dice, and what do you think happened? I got craps for the third time in a row.
Gosh.
So
Never heard
now
this story.
I've got 30 times $900. And that's, what is it, Bob, $2,700?
$2,700.
So I've got 27, so this guy down at the end, he's got $2,700
On a $1
for my
bet.
$1, for his $1 investment.
But you only had 3.
But I had not only that, but I didn't have anything. I lost all 3 of my dollars. So at that point, I passed the dice to the guy sitting next to me at the Cal Neva Lodge, and the guy at the end of the table where Bryn is sitting, you could hear him scream all over the Cal Neva Lodge. He said, what do you do that for? Well, you know, the chances of rolling craps 4 times in a row is 30 to 1. So anyway, at that point, of course, I'd already decided that Betty was the lady of my life, and I have to say that was kind of an omen, because Betty has done more for our family and for me. I dearly love her. She is a very intelligent lady, and you daughters can be grateful that you had a mother who had the intelligence of Betty to raise you the way that you did. And I love her dearly, and I'll love her to the end of my life. And I feel so fortunate and